Hey, hello all, welcome back. So I just came back from, that's why I'm a bit looking still like I came out of bed look. I just came back from a trip to the UK. I visited some museums. My wife was luckily patient enough with me to say like, hey, you're okay to go, huh? We can go to the UK. And I was excited, like, yes. So I can go to my favorite hobby shops. I have in the corner over there on the other side of the video, about 16 models. Some of them that I picked up on from an eBay purchase. Thanks to my buddy Gary, I could pick them up in the UK and then have to ship them back. Saved me a little bit on import cost. I don't tell the tax system. But one that I bought was in a used shop. Used in the sense of a classic shop, like antique shop, let's call it that way. And they had some models there. And I found this little one. My buddy Mark has one. He found one and I thought like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Sorry for my cussing, by the way. It's in black and yellow test flight style. So this was also a, in Singapore deployed plane. It's a Gloster. It's from, copyrights from 2005. I think the model is a bit older than that. But I have to say, for the few quid that I paid, very happy. I'm gonna unpack it together with you guys. I haven't unpacked it yet, so let's see what it looks like. Now, let's see what we got here. So I have box art, really cool. It's a little cut of a blade in there, but for 20 quid, I'm not gonna complain too much. Box art is quite simple and straightforward. It's quite old. Feel free to pause and have a read if you want to, huh? There are some cool details in there, well worth it time, and some basic information. But that's not why you guys came here. At least I'm hoping that you came to read. So the first thing that I'm going to look at is the model with you guys and see if we can fish it out there. They're held down by these little pegs. So I need to push down the pegs a little bit. I haven't took it out yet. So first thing I'm noticing, I'm not sure if this is original, this little pin here. I really need to check that out later on. But the main reason why I purchased this is because of this paint scheme. I love this. I have a couple of planes like this one. There's one thing loose here a little bit, loose fit. It's the tail wing. That happens often with these models. So there's a plastic and metal part, of course. It's not super loose yet. It's the wishbone itself that's loose. It's still attached, but a bit loose, but not bad. So let's go over the plane first before I go into details with you guys. So paint on top, really cool. And then you go to the bottom in this test scheme. The pilot really nicely detailed for the age. The canopy is a bit worn, but not too bad, I have to say. Details on prints, really nice. Nothing more than you're used to from Hobby Master, or sorry, Corgi. The rubber is still in the plane. Luckily, this is the plane for the stand holder. I will keep it in the plane for now. That's fine. I'm going to put this on flight mode, so you guys can watch me put it on flight mode also. The stand, a metal top and a plastic bottom. Not 100% sure if that's the correct one for this one, but it could be. So on stand, let's have a look what accessories we got. I hope it's complete. It's quite a simple plane, and there are a few versions with some ground attack missiles, but not a lot of weaponry. Luckily, it looks like everything is complete. At least it's looking complete. Let's take it off the stand again. So the claps, they're quite cool. So they're partially in this yellowish color. There is a modification here, I see. I think something snapped off. Not 100% sure. Looks like somebody made a small modification to fit this piece. Don't think it succeeded really well. So they put a bit of brass there. I don't know why they did that. I think it was from the wheels. Yeah, so that is something that happens to the Gloster every once in a while. So they have some fitment issues with the wheels down. They're, by the way, rollable and metal. So it's a metal material. But most likely one of these claps here probably has a little piece or chunk out of it, I'm guessing. And I'm assuming that's this one, yep. So what they did, they made a little modification. So this guy did quite a good job that previously owned this model. He made a modification to it. Nice job, sir, if you're watching. So he put a piece of brass in there, and now it can hold a piece of plastic. Really cool. I'm impressed by that. That's the reason why I'm going to put it now on wheels in flight mode. Damn, I'm impressed. This is a level of modification that I haven't seen yet, but I'm for sure impressed by it. Now, I know that these wheels arches are a bit weaker, and they snap off way too easy. I've seen it a couple of times already. Not with my own collection, but with fellow collectors. They show me and they say, like, Rene, what can I do about it? And then I have the unfortunate answer of not much. It happens. It's a weak part of the Corgi Gloster. It looks like the other issue that it has is wheel fitment. So it is too big still. So it is a modification also that would be required here. And also the rubber is coming off the rim. So that's sometimes a thing with used models. You cannot have them all superb and great. So I'm probably going to do off-film a little modification again myself. I'm going to remove the modification of this gentleman. He did a good job, but I'm going to remove it to put it in flight mode and put the claps on. So as you can see, I went for full-on boring. It's something I'm going to remark on my own list. So I have a little list of my planes. So if I ever need to resell it, I at least know that it has a modification defect. But I have to say, I'm still happy with this model. Yeah, it just looks stunning. I'm going to shoot you guys a short on a little plateau. I hope that works. First attempt. And then, yeah, we'll see. Well, first attempt with a rotation stand. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Really appreciate all your support, resharing and also commenting, sending emails with details and information. I'm really always super keen and super happy. So thank you guys. Take care and hope to see you next time in the next video. Goodbye.